I have just carved my kind of signature on a stamp here. So this is just a piece of lino. And so I have a W and a G, and so this is gonna go on the back of the card. So I really like doing this, just kind of has that finishing touch to it, which I really like. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take my pile here. So I have these, which are, the title is Pastel Greenery. And so they're really pretty. So they're actually oil pastel, and I printed on top of it. It was an oil pastel painting that I did for a class, and wasn't a huge fan of the end result. So then I decided, well, instead of throwing it away, I'm going to upcycle it and use it as a print. And you can see it turned out really nice. I really, really like the way the oil pastel looks underneath the ink print. I just think it looks really nice and solid and finished looking. But now for the back of it. So to make it look really nice and professional, I'm going to have the emblem right there. And so here's the little signia. And so that is just going to go stamp right on the back there. Now, another little thing that I do is on the back of the card, so I just use a little bit of glue, but on the back of every card is a signature and an addition of what it is, and also the title of this piece. These really are works of art. Each and every one of them is hand done. They have all different variations of the application of the ink, and also the paper that is used, that it's applied onto. So we're gonna go ahead, now that I have this carved out, and what I need to do is have a piece of wood and some hot glue, and I'm just gonna make this as the handle. It just makes it easier, so that way I'm not constantly using my fingernails to try and pick it up, and then you're gonna get tons of ink on your hands, and then you're gonna get all the smudging everywhere. So with this piece of wood, I'm just gonna go ahead and put some hot glue, and I'm just gonna stick it on the middle, a little pressure. Just gonna keep that nice and get all that glue cobwebs. Okay. So I just really want to make sure that's on there. It's not gonna be super secure because it is with the rubber, so it's gonna peel off pretty easily. But at least it just gives me a handle, so that way I can just plop it on. I really put on the ink thickly on the front of this. If you have any little extra shavings, just get those off to the side. We don't want those to end up in our ink. All right, so there we go. Have our little stamper right there for our signature. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get the cards. Okay, and I have my metal tray again with my water soluble ink by Speedball. And so now I'm just gonna go, not too much. Going to use my brayer. I'm just gonna pull down a bit of ink. And so I just wanna have a nice patch, pretty thick. So now, once I have a nice patch of ink like that, I'm gonna go ahead and dip my stamp into it. There you go. Now you can really see that detail. So what I'm gonna do is just go right about at the bottom, give myself like an inch or so. I'm just gonna stick that down. Just make sure it puts equal pressure on the sides. Push down in the center and lift up. Beautiful. So there you go. And now we keep going. hard to part with them.